Everyone, ready to talk some manga? Well, we've got here One Piece, the first Omni. Let's call it an Omni. It compiles Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. It's those 3-in-1 books that Viz launches. So their paper quality is very poor, but it's enough for what's intended. And if it wasn't really thin paper, this would be double the size. It would be, something that for being glued, probably the book would fall apart. So, it's hard. This is the longest ongoing series, manga ongoing series. So it's gotta have something special, right? I can say I read this whole Omni, and here's what I think about it. Or first, let's take a stroll and introduce you to the characters and to the story before, because you might not know about One Piece, even though it's been there for a long time. So this is about a boy that wants to be a pirate, the greatest pirate of all. And he's got a determination that is super intense, and is the laughing stock for this group of real pirates, but he really wants to go with them in an adventure, but soon he gets a little disappointed with the crew because they let themselves be humiliated by a gang of outlaws, so he doesn't like it and loses a bit of faith on his how do you say it, is referential, right? He looks at this Captain Shang with great reverence. He wants to be like him, but after that incident, he no longer wants to. But the strange thing that happens is that he was hungry, and it just happened to eat a fruit, forbidden fruit, something that was considered to be a treasure, and they're extremely rare, and they'll give you abilities. And in the case of our hero, it made him like the Elastic Man. So he's the rubber boy now. He can stretch his arms, his legs, his face, his body. If he gets hit by anything, he can make it bounce in his body. So a little like Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. But okay, the boy grows up. The book takes a step away, and the boy grows up, and he thinks, after regaining his trust and respect for the band of pirates that he used to be around, he gets offered this hat that he should return when he becomes the greatest pirate of all time. So that becomes a special token for him. And so he sets out on a trip on his own to get a crew and to find the biggest treasure known to man, that many pirates have sought out, but never, the ones that returned, they were completely thrashed, but no one ever got to it. And that's where the One Piece comes. One Piece name comes. One Piece is the name of the treasure. which is somewhere around a meridional line called the Grand Line. No one knows exactly what it is, but during his adventures you will find characters, mainly groups of pirates or other villains that have information on that you will gather, like maps, and throughout the story he will meet other guys that he wants for his crew, and he will have to do some silly stuff to get them to go on board. And by silly, I mean really silly, because this has a lot of humor. This is geared towards teenagers, definitely. It doesn't mean that an adult can't enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but it's not my cup of tea. So this is the kind of manga where you see these funny faces, a lot of exaggeration, a lot of noise in the drawings, although they are pretty good. But yeah, it's not the kind of manga I'm more geared to. But if I put that apart and forget what my likings are, and if I center my analysis on what this aims to be and what it accomplishes, it is truly a very entertaining, very rich manga with lots of humorous stuff, including special things between chapters that the author puts up there. How to draw a flag, and things like that, or how to assemble some kind of paper-based thingy. Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, you'll find some goofiness here. Sometimes you'll think, what the hell? But it's not that goofy that it will steer you away from enjoying the read. But one thing that I felt that was a bit too repetitive is that the journey consists of meeting someone, a candidate for the crew, and then going against a villainous band which has a boss that he has to fight in the end. It kind of feels like a video game where you're just leveling up, but it's always the same thing. You get some new powers, new threats, you get the boss, you get the prize, and you continue to a new location. So that's a little bit what I feel when reading this. So that's my main critique. But like I said, it's very humorous. The drawings are cool. There's this guy that fell into a box and never was able to come out of it. It's kind of funny how they meet him and the explanation of how he got there. So it's got some funny moments, like I said, almost throughout the whole book. So if you like adventures, not that many superpowers, but there will be guys with special abilities. I wouldn't call it that much superpowers, but some abilities. Big fighters, big swordsmen, guys who also ate other types of forbidden fruit that gives them different powers. So if you like adventures, pirates, like Eiichiro Oda loves pirates, then this is a book for you. And the good news is, it's not this book, it's a lot of books that you can buy. If you start reading now, you'll have material for months and months of reading without having to wait for a new volume to come out. So that's a very good extra if you really enjoy the book. But be ready, get a, I wouldn't say a shelf. Either it's a big shelf or you'll need multiple shelves for all the books. So, yeah, not my kind of manga, but putting that apart and looking at what it aims to be, it's super competent in its making, and it's very amusing, entertaining, so that's why it's so popular. So that's all I have to say. If you're interested in this book, you can buy it at Deviant.fun.biz. Otherwise, if you just like watching these videos, consider commenting, liking the videos. Even better if you subscribe to the channel. You can also look for us on Facebook and Instagram, but mainly here in YouTube. That's where you'll get the reviews and the lead-throughs, but you'll miss the news and etc. that we post on Facebook and Instagram. So, with no further ado, until the next video, be safe, stay well, be happy, have excellent reads, and Deviant Fun out in 3, 2, 1. Bye bye, folks.